Attention passionate Buffalo, BILLSFANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Buffalo Bills' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Buffalo Bills fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Buffalo BILLSFANS. Let's get to the news. Now, folks, there's a major story unfolding right now that could reshape the landscape of the AFC East and more broadly the entire AFC playoff picture. It's about the Buffalo Bills making a bold move in the secondary, specifically involving their star cornerback, Patrick Surtain II. And yes, this move has the potential to be a game changer, not just for the Bills, but for the division and the conference as a whole. So buckle up, because we're diving deep into what's happening, why it's happening, and what it could mean for the Bills' quest for Super Bowl glory. Let's set the stage. The Bills, sitting comfortably with a 5-2 record, are currently navigating a season filled with ups and downs, but their defense remains a vital part of their identity. They've been a team that relies heavily on their secondary to neutralize the best wide receivers in the league, and Patrick Surtain II has been a key piece of that puzzle. Surtain, who was drafted 9th overall in 2021, quickly established himself as one of the league's premier shutdown corners, earning Pro Bowl honors in 2022, 2023, and 2024. His stats speak volumes: 20 interceptions, 62 pass defenses, a 92. 4 PFF coverage grade over the past 3 seasons. In 2025, he's continued to impress with 7 interceptions, 24 pass defenses, and allowing just 42% completion rate when targeted, with an EPA per target of -0.34. These numbers place him among the top-tier cornerbacks in the league, especially when it comes to coverage efficiency and ability to shut down top receivers. But what makes this story even more compelling is the recent development from the Denver Broncos. Reports indicate that Denver is exploring the possibility of trading Surtain, primarily driven by cap issues and a strategic rebuild. The Broncos are currently sitting at around $25 million in cap space, and with their focus on rebuilding their roster, particularly their offense with Nix, whose performance has been somewhat inconsistent, and their struggling defensive line, they're looking to free up cap space. The Broncos are also concerned about their run defense, which ranks 26th, allowing an average of 138 yards per game, and their offensive line has been leaking sacks, allowing about 2.8 per game. The trade rumor gaining momentum is that Denver is prepared to move Surtain for a 2026 second-round pick from the Bills. That's a significant move, especially considering Surtain's age, talent, and proven ability to be a shutdown corner. The Bills, on their end, see this as an opportunity to bolster their secondary. Adding a player of Surtain's caliber could be the missing piece for their playoff aspirations. They're also aware of the deadline approaching on November 4th, which accelerates the urgency for both teams. The Bills are looking to free up around $22 million in cap space, which they plan to use to strengthen their offensive line, a critical step given the current struggles in protection and run blocking. And folks, the implications are enormous. Surtain's presence would instantly elevate the Bills' secondary, allowing them to match up better against high-powered offenses like the Jets, Dolphins, and Chiefs. The Bills' defense, which currently ranks 21st in the league, allowing 234 yards per game after Rapp's injury, needs that extra boost to keep pace in this AFC that's becoming more and more explosive by the week. With Surtain, the Bills could effectively neutralize some of the division's top receivers, especially given his success in man coverage. Remember, Surtain has been a Pro Bowler for 3 consecutive seasons, with a career that includes 20 interceptions, 62 pass defenses, and a PFF coverage grade consistently above 90. He's a shutdown outside corner, adept at limiting big plays, and his ability to cover top receivers one-on-one makes him a true X-factor in any game. Now let's talk about the impact on the Bills' overall defense. Adding Surtain gives them a major advantage in man coverage, which they've been relying on heavily to contain elite wide receivers. The Bills have already seen the benefits of their secondary's improvement with players like Douglas, who boasts an impressive 85.8 PFF grade. But Surtain's addition would take that to an entirely new level. His ability to reduce the completion percentage against him by roughly 20% against top-tier receivers would allow the Bills to double down on their pass rush. especially with Von Miller increasing pressure from the edge. Miller's blitzes have been more effective this season, with a plus 17% increase in pressure rate, and having Certain on the outside would give opposing quarterbacks fewer options, forcing them into tougher throws and more turnovers. And speaking of turnovers, the Bills have been a team that's been opportunistic this season, averaging around 1.7 turnovers per game. Adding a player like Certain, who has a knack for making plays on the ball, could push that number even higher. His projected stats for 2025 include over 9 interceptions, which would be a significant contribution to a defense that already excels in creating takeaways. This kind of playmaking ability is exactly what the Bills need to turn close games into wins, especially in the playoffs when every single play counts. But it's not just about the secondary. The Bills are also looking at this move as a way to solidify their chances in a highly competitive AFC. The conference is packed with talented quarterbacks and explosive offenses, making every advantage crucial. The addition of Certain could be viewed as a strategic move to create a defensive unit capable of matching the best in the league. Their current secondary, with Douglas as a reliable safety and Benford stepping up, is solid but could use that extra elite talent to become a true lockdown unit. Certain's presence would allow the Bills to deploy more aggressive coverages, including blitzes and man-to-man, knowing they have the shutdown ability on the outside. And of course, this move also signals the Bills' commitment to winning now. They've been among the league's most aggressive teams this season, not shying away from making bold trades or signing impactful players. The recent trade rumors involving Certain show that they're willing to make a statement, to show their fans and the league that they're all in on chasing another Super Bowl. The AFC is brutal, with teams like the Chiefs, Ravens, and Dolphins all vying for supremacy, but the Bills want to position themselves at the top. They're aware that having a lockdown corner like Certain could be the difference in tight playoff games, where game-changing plays and turnovers often decide the outcome. As we look ahead, the potential acquisition of Certain raises interesting questions about the Bills' future. Will they be able to fit him into their cap structure? How will the team's chemistry adapt to such a high-profile move? And what does this say about their confidence in their current roster, especially considering the injuries they've faced on the defensive line with Jones and Carter on IR? The Bills' defense, which has allowed 3-2 sacks per game, needs to get healthier and more cohesive, but adding Certain would definitely give them a major boost in the secondary, alleviating some of the pressure on their pass rush and covering for the injured players. Now, let's tie this all together. If the Bills land Certain, it would be a statement move that signals their intent to contend not just for a playoff spot, but for a deep run in the postseason. His ability to neutralize elite receivers, combined with their existing talent and strategic blitzing, could turn the Bills into a formidable force, an almost impenetrable wall in the secondary. It's worth noting that similar players in the past, like Richard Sherman in 2013 with the Seahawks, transformed their defenses and ultimately helped lead their teams to Super Bowl victories. Certain in a Bills uniform could do the same, making them a team to watch in the AFC, especially if he can provide that consistent shutdown presence in the playoffs. And now, Buffalo Bills fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential trade? Do you think Certain is the missing piece? How do you see him fitting into the team's scheme? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Bills' future. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates and analysis, so stay tuned for the latest Buffalo Bills news. We're in an exciting moment right now, and whatever happens, one thing is for sure. This team is aiming for greatness, and with moves like these, they're not holding back. Thanks for sticking with us, and let's keep the passion alive.